Yes.
All right, we are ready to begin this press conference here from Austin, Texas, with our two student athletes from the College of William and Mary. Again, we are joined by senior guard Bella Nascimento and sophomore guard Cassidy Geddes. Ladies, first of all, congratulations on your fantastic run through the conference tournament. And we are now going to turn to folks who are online asking questions on Zoom. We'll first turn to Rob Knox. Rob, if you could identify yourself and your affiliation and ask your questions, please.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Hi, Barb. Hi, Bella. Hi, Cassidy. How's everybody? For both of you all, great to see you all. Congrats again. When has the last 48, what's the last 48 hours been for you all since you got back to campus? Obviously, you had the celebration, you had to pack, you had to fly to Austin, practice. What's all that been like? Describe that.
Yeah, the last 48 hours, the last 48 hours have been very hectic. Celebrating, getting all the love from our fans. Then we had a quick turnaround the next day just to get hop on a flight back here. It's been amazing. This experience has been surreal, and we're in a blessed position to be here.
Yeah, I agree. It's been really incredible. I mean, just all the support we've had from all the Tribe fans and everything. But yeah, it was a quick turnaround. We're here on business. We're here to win the next game. So it's also been a lot of locking in onto the next team.
Rob, do you have a follow-up question?
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, like you said, you've all turned the page to High Point. How has that process been, and at what point did y'all start focusing on High Point? Was it Sunday night when y'all learned your opponent? Was it when y'all got back to campus? And just how's that preparation been? Like, okay, Sunday happened. We'll deal with that whenever at our banquet. Now we got High Point.
Yeah, so we tried. We wanted to enjoy the moment as much as possible. So we enjoyed the moment, and then we as soon as we found out who we were playing, we locked in on High Point, and we knew that we could compete with anybody because that's what we've shown in our playoff run. And so locking in on the scout, knowing personnel is what we've been doing the past couple of days, so to give us an advantage to win tomorrow.
Yeah, I think also along with focusing on them, we're focusing a lot on ourselves. Like, we know that we need to focus on what we do, keep going, and focusing on the run that we've had, and not, focusing too much on the wins that we've had, but still celebrating the moment, celebrating everything that we've done to get here, and then using that to propel us forward.
Appreciate the questions, Rob. And right now we're going to turn to our media here in Austin. And then for those of you, again, joining us virtually on Zoom, if you do want to ask a question of the student athletes, please make sure you use the raised hand function, and I will be back to you momentarily. Here in Austin, our question comes from Miles. Miles?
Bella, you have averaged over 16.3 points this season. How do you plan to bring your style of gameplay to the NCAA tournament and bring your team success?
Yep. So I just plan on continue to have my confidence that I've been having during our CAA run. My team, they fill me up with confidence. I fill them up right back. So just having confidence and having that belief in each other will help me succeed and help our team succeed.
Please identify yourself by name and affiliation.
Chris Sears, William Mary Athletics. Bella, talk a little bit about, as a veteran, as a leader of the team, seeing a couple of younger guards like Cassidy, like Mo, have the CAA tournament like they did. How does that make you feel? How have you kind of tried to lead them kind of through this process?
Yeah, I just keep telling them to keep going. This is a team of 14 players, and we need every single person to step up, whether that be on the bench cheering, on the court, getting buckets, rebounding, locking up your defender. That's what they do, and everybody steps up in their own way. And Cassidy and Mo played a huge part in that versus A&T versus that A&T game, and we couldn't be here without that. So.
And then Cassidy, for you, kind of, talk about the experience of having the veteran leadership this team has, like Bella, like KB, like Beck.
Yeah, I think all of them, like, the biggest thing they brought me is, like, every time we had adversity in the tournament was just saying, stick together, weather the storm. There was multiple games we were down 12, 13 points in the third quarter and had to come all the way back to go into overtime or to win it. And, having those voices there to really calm you down, because, you make a mistake and you'll feel like it's going to cost you the entire game, and then they tell you, no, it's still the first quarter. There's a lot of game left, and that really helps us get through everything.
Bella, the in the championship game, two really big momentum swings. You hit the half quarter or the 28-footer at the buzzer to end the first half, and then you kick to Beck for the three to end the third quarter. In a game in which you're trailing, how big was that? How big of an emotional lift was that for you guys to kind of get you forward and kind of see the path to victory?
Yeah, those were two big shots that helped us regain our energy and regain our focus. We can't let up and downs happen a lot, and we can't focus on the down. So when we made those two shots, me and Beck, that really helped uplift us and uplift our energy and our momentum swing and boosted confidence within each other. Because once we see that ball in the net, it's up from there.
Appreciate those questions. We have other questions from anyone here in Austin for our two student athletes. Please identify yourself and your affiliation.
Hi, Tina Eshelman. I'm with William & Mary University Marketing. Just was wondering for you two, how does it feel different to be here than I guess during regular season play at a game?
Yeah, this is an amazing opportunity. We walked in, we're like, dang, we're really here. This is for real. This isn't a dream. We actually put in the work. We actually played hard, and we can do it. This just solidified us in knowing that we are capable and we are able to do anything we put our minds to.
Yeah, it's just been an incredible moment to see all where the belief that we had in ourselves got us, and seeing whether it's the band being here with us, the dance team, just the whole William & Mary community administration that got to come with us, just seeing how far this run has impacted the community has been a really cool moment.
Chris Sears, William & Mary Athletics. For both of you, as you're growing up, I'm sure you're both watching the NCAA tournament on TV, dreaming about the possibility of playing in March Madness. What has it meant to you? I mean, obviously, I know we're still a day away from playing, but what has it meant to you to kind of see this and kind of have that dream kind of come to fruition?
Yeah, this is freaking awesome. Yep. Growing up, I'm 15 years old. I'm like, wow, these girls are really good. They're really competing, and I never thought I would be able to have this opportunity, be in this moment. And I'm super blessed that our team did this, because we are capable of doing it, like I said before. But it's just an amazing feeling. I never thought I would be here. I did have my own beliefs. I do have my own personal goals, but this is awesome.
Yeah, I would agree, especially with Selection Sunday. You watch that all the time, and just getting to finally be a part of it was really cool.
Do we have any other questions from the media here in Austin? If not, I'm going to turn and ask for one more time. If there's anyone who is joining us remotely, if you do want to ask a question, if you could put up your digital hand right now, and I will certainly call on you. All right, I don't see anyone joining us virtually via Zoom that wants to ask any other questions. And so I just want to say to Bella and Cassidy that your run was tremendous in the Coastal Athletic Conference. Congratulations for being in the NCAA tournament for the first time in history of the program. And congratulations on everything to date, and great success tomorrow night. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
As a girl from Virginia.
Let's get it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dorita. Thank you. Folks, if you can just stand by, we'll be joined in just a few minutes by head coach Erin Dickerson Davis. She will be joining us on the podium for some opening comments and a statement. And then, of course, we'll turn it to the media here in Austin and those of you who are online joining us. We do appreciate you joining us via Zoom. Again, just be ready with your raised hand function to ask Coach Dickerson Davis questions when she does come to the podium. Thank you. All right, folks, you can see that we are now joined by William and Mary head coach, Aaron Dickerson Davis. Coach, first of all, congratulations on your fantastic run to the NCAA tournament. Congratulations on, of course, the first bid in program history as well. We would like to begin this press conference by asking you to make a general statement, please.
Well, first, thank you. Thank you very much. This is what we all dream of when we take on these jobs and make all the sacrifices. And I'm just so happy to be here. My team is filled with joy and pride, especially for our tribe community. So, yes, thank you all.
All right, we're going to take questions first from those folks who are gathered here in Austin, and then we'll go virtually to the media members that are assembled on Zoom. All right, first question here. Just identify yourself and your affiliation, please.
Hi. Hey, Coach. I'm Miles with Miles and Media. And I was wondering, with your first appearance in the NCAA tournament for your program and your recent success this season, how has this impacted the community and the university as a whole?
Well, we didn't quite know until we got back to campus. You know, it was a whirlwind. We finished our game. We went straight back to the hotel to watch the selection show. And then when we got back on Monday, we got there, and there were so many of our fans, community members, people from the university, President Rowe, our provost, our athletic department really showed up and showed out for us. So it was just so cool to see the pride that everybody had in that moment, all the green and gold, the pom-poms, people yelling and cheering. It was so cool. It was an experience that none of us will ever forget.
Thank you for that question. Anyone else here in Austin wish to ask a question at this time? If not, I will turn over to our folks. Oh, I think we do have another question. If you could just identify yourself, please.
What are you doing to, I guess, mentally prepare the team for tomorrow night?
Yeah, so for the entire CAA tournament, we just talked about one game. We just have a game, right? We didn't really say, hey, we're going here and we're going to try to win a championship. We literally went into the tournament and said, we're going to win one game, and this is how we're going to do it. And so I think by keeping it just laser focused on the 2 to 3 things that we know we need to bring to be successful for this game, I think that kind of keeps us grounded and not so overwhelmed, right, with possibilities and anything that could come from that. So we are just talking about one game. We have High Point coming up. We have one more game. They can't be tired. They can be tired the next day, right? And just stay laser focused on the scout and the things that we have done to bring success thus far.
Thanks, Coach. We're now going to, we do have another question. Just identify yourself here in Austin, please, and ask your question.
Chris Sears, William & Mary Athletics. Coach E, how much have you personally been able to, I know as a coach by nature, you're always kind of looking at the next game, but how much have you personally kind of been able to soak in the last 48 hours, the excitement of everything? And then how have you also tried to encourage your players to enjoy this moment?
I probably have done the latter more. There have been so many people that have called and texted and DM'd. I'm still trying to get back to everyone. I love you all. I promise I'll get there. It's been kind of hard for me personally. I think, once everything is over and, we have a banquet at some point to celebrate this, I think I'll really have a chance to kind of sit in everything that has happened and all that we were able to accomplish. But for now, I really have just been putting it all into my players, my staff. My staff, they're the unsung heroes, right? Like, I was in the lobby at like 2:30 in the morning before our Campbell game, just doing scout stuff and watching film. And I see my assistant coach, Dane Sparrow, come down. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm watching film. They have put so much of their time, their effort into this. Like this, they need to enjoy this too. Yes, we have a game to play. Yes, there's scouts that need to be done. But this is an experience that we all should be able to enjoy. And then just going to our players, like, this is history, right? Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. Like, we have solidified ourselves in William & Mary history, and I want them to go out. I want them to have fun, play this game, and just enjoy this entire experience.
Thank you for that answer, Coach. Now we're going to turn to some folks who are joining us via Zoom. The first person who wants to ask a question is Rob Knox. Rob, if you could just identify yourself and your affiliation, please. And if you have a follow-up question, you may say that as well. Rob?
Awesome. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you.
Good to hear you, Rob.
Again, congrats on everything. And you answered one of the questions I was going to ask, but I'll take it another direction. I'll ask two questions. This is my first question. What have you seen about High Point that you like, as far as, this is a nice matchup for you, and if there's a comparable team in the CAA with High Point?
Yeah, so High Point is a really well-coached, disciplined team. They are great defensively. That's one of their strong points. They're great at getting into the rim. They can shoot the three. I mean, they're here for a reason. They're a really good team. We have talked about the similarities between Campbell and Drexel, their styles of play, which is very beneficial for us because we just played those teams. And then to be able to play against a powerhouse like North Carolina A&T, their rebounding ability, their ability to go one-on-one, get to the basket, I think that really helps us as well. So I think this tournament, 4 opponents in 4 days, they're all different. We had to really learn how to communicate. Like, it couldn't be so scout focused. It had to be, focus on what we do what we do, guard it how we guard things. And I think that those 4 games have definitely helped us as we go into this game against High Point.
Awesome. And then just secondly, more so on the lines of the theme of just everything happening in the last few days, about how many media interviews or requests for media have you had since? Because obviously this story, obviously what you all did that really picked up nationally, right? So there was a more vested interest in this as opposed to if one of the top 2 teams had won the CAA. For you, like, how's that time been?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Shout out to my SID, Jack Angelucci, Chris Sears in here. They've really been keeping my head straight. I literally go to Jack and I'm like, you're the boss, Jack. Like, whatever I need to do, just let me know. Whoever I need to talk to, put reminders in my phone if you need to so I don't miss anything. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to be able to get my team out there. They have worked so hard. They have been so resilient. We were gutted at points throughout this season, and for us to be able to bounce back, like, whoever wants to talk about this team, I will talk until I'm blue in the face. About the team, though, not about me so much. So, yes, it's been amazing. It's been a whirlwind, and my people over here have been helping me out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck tomorrow. I look forward to your game. I look forward to talking with you all afterwards.
Thank you.
Appreciate those questions, Rob. Thank you. I don't see any other raised hands for those folks that are listening in on Zoom. So I'll ask one more time. Are there any follow-up questions from anyone here in Austin? Miles, back to Miles. Media.
So in March Madness, new viewership comes to various schools. What can new viewers expect from your program? And also, along with players like Bella, what can they expect to see from her?
You're going to see passion. You're going to see passion from this team. We do good things. We make mistakes. We make shots. We miss shots. But you're going to see a lot of passion, and you're going to see a lot of togetherness. Those are the 2 things that I think have brought us this far. I would love to say that it's just X's and O's and this amazing strategy, but it's more than that. It is a team believing in themselves, believing in each other, believing in us as coaches, to find success. I think that's what we're aiming for. I think that's what people are going to see. You're going to see us having fun out there. Once we get the jitters out, right, you're going to see us having fun. And I think that is what we did when we were even down in the CAA tournament. We were down double digits. We were down 14, down 13, and we never folded because we believed in each other and we had some fun. So I do think that when people tune in tomorrow, they'll see that. They'll see a lot of passion. They'll see Bella yelling and one at least one time. They'll see Beck Frisbee Smith throwing her body around on the floor floor, taking a charge and getting the whole bench hype. They'll see our bench standing up and having a good time and really just enjoying this experience.
One more question, please. Just identify yourself. And
I'm sorry, I did not identify myself.
You're all
earlier.
set this time. Thank you.
Tina Eshelman. I'm with William & Mary University Marketing. Just wanted to ask if you, I know you don't really want to talk about yourself, but if you would say something about how the basketball program, the women's basketball program, is different now than when you came, and kind of what are some of the, I guess, strategies that you've implemented?
So when I first got here, I had a team meeting. It was right when I think they announced me as head coach. I had a team meeting with the remaining players, and I said, I have one goal for this team, and that's to be top 4. And they looked at me like I had 100 heads. They were like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. And I'm like, you could say what you want, but this is what I believe we can do. And I spent so much time from the very beginning with the team, talking about what a team looks like. We read books, right? The 5 dysfunctions of a team. We've read Legacy. We've read a lot of books and articles and things that these are William & Mary students, right? So they love to get the articles that I send sometimes. And, we just spend a lot of time on just confidence building and believing. I think that is where overthinkers and perfectionists fall short sometimes. And that's what we have at William & Mary. We have overthinkers and perfectionists. It's great in the classroom. They have amazing grades. But in basketball, not so much, right? And so just saying like, hey, you're going to shoot 35% from the field, and that's pretty darn good. And I know in the classroom, a 35% probably isn't, but that's okay. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. This is a game of mistakes, but do you make less mistakes than your opponent? And I think we'll have a chance to win, So just trying to get them to see the game a little bit different, for them to see that it's not black and white, that it is 100 shades of gray. I can't tell them every single thing. What I say one possession might not work in possession number 2, right? Like it's evolving, it's ever changing, and we just spent so much time focusing on that stuff. And at the end of the year, we made it in the top 4, right? And so I think them doing the work, that first team really doing the work and really buying in and believing, I think really set the stage and the foundation for these following teams.
Top 4 in the conference?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other questions from the media that are assembled here? Seeing none, Coach, I just want to thank you so much, and we appreciate so much your time and your thoughts today, and of course, very, very impressed with your run to date, and best of luck to you tomorrow evening.
Thank
you
so
for
much.
joining us.
Thank you.